Hi, I'm Maxi. Welcome to a new episode of Fitness Kitchen. After I posted that batch of protein powder cooking videos, I got asked a lot of questions on my Mandarin channels. Seems like many people still don't know much about protein powders. So this week I prepared some 101 videos about it. Today's episode is gonna be about what are the differences among these common protein powders, which one is the right one for you, and how not to waste money on them. Okay, let's get started. I think for many beginners, the first question may be, should I buy protein powder or mass gainer? Well, if you are seeking to build muscle, it seems like mass gainer is the better one, right? It promises to gain you mass. But no matter whether you are building muscle or burning fat, my suggestion, buy protein powder, not mass gainer. Because mass gainers are not purified protein. They are protein powders plus a lot of carbs. The theory is you need other foods to provide energy so that you can absorb all this protein. So we provide this optimized formula. But you can't be drinking nothing but protein shake all day long, right? You eat other things, you have meals. So people who use mass gainers are usually not really increasing the ratio of their protein intake. They just end up eating a lot of extra calories with some protein. You may grow some muscle in the end, but you are not getting much shape because you also grow a lot of fat. And I've tried eating nothing but mass gainer. It was a disaster, I couldn't tolerate it. I need a diversity among my meals, and that's how I started a Fitness Kitchen channel. Whey protein. This is the most common protein powder on the market. And they are the cheapest if you consider the price of every single gram of protein. Whey protein is my go-to protein powder, and I think it's the best protein powder for most people. Because so far, whey protein is the easiest kind for you to digest and utilize. They are the most efficient kind. So you get the best value for your money and time from whey protein. Besides, since it's the most common kind on the market and sells in huge number, it has a great variety. You can choose from so many different flavors. Usually when a brand wanna try some new flavors, they try them on whey protein. And also unflavored is the one I use in cooking. So generally speaking, if you are not a vegan or allergic to milk, whey protein is the best option for you. Some brands sell two kinds of whey protein powder. One is the normal whey protein powder, the other is called isolated whey protein powder. They are not so different from each other. Isolated whey protein powder is the purer version of whey protein powder. So you get more protein in every scoop, and they are even easier to absorb, and they are more expensive. Well, though I do help some brands promote protein powders, I usually don't recommend isolated whey protein for most people. Because normal whey protein powders is already very pure and very easy to digest. So I don't think most people need to pay premium price for that amount of increase. And most people are not professional athletes, right? Is your training even hardcore enough to consider those final percentages? So save some money, settle for normal whey protein powders. Casein protein is the other kind of protein coming from milk aside from whey protein. Casein protein digests at a slower pace, not like whey protein. So you get a long-lasting protein source in your gut. It's usually more expensive than whey protein, and not all brands sell it. I don't have a pure casein protein at hand right now, but I have a total protein blend made of whey and casein. And this happens to be how I recommend most people use casein protein. To pair it with whey protein if you are currently drinking a lot of protein powders each day to build lean muscle quickly. Because say you currently drink 2 or more scoops along with every meal, if they are all whey protein, and because whey protein digests really fast, you may end up with some protein surplus that you cannot utilize at the moment. And this surplus can turn into fat. Though protein to fat is far harder and slower than carbs to fat, but because whey protein digests really fast, we need to take this into consideration. So my solution? Use half whey protein and half casein protein, or buy a total protein blend. If you are looking for vegan protein powders, the most common type on the market is soy protein, but some brands name their products as vegan protein. If that's the case, you need to check if it's based on soy protein, because many vegan protein sources have a serious problem, and that is they can't provide all the 9 kinds of essential amino acids. We need all 9 kinds of them to synthesize protein, otherwise you are not really getting protein. So some vegan protein sources are not really protein sources. But soy protein is an exception. Soy protein provides all 9 kinds of essential amino acids. So if you are going vegan, choose soy protein. The only problem left may be that all flavors of soy protein taste like soy milk. But sometimes I do crave that flavor, so I keep some soy protein at hand. Another thing you may want to know is soy protein shake is very thick. It's more like a congee rather than a drink. Makes good desserts though. Okay, that's everything from today's video. If you like it, if you find it useful, please click that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.